Hello. So these are the three emergent writing examples that I've got to analyze. With this first one, it's our student one. Her name is Lydia, and with her, I consider her being in the letter string stage. The letters are from her name, but in no particular order. They are upper and lowercase letters, and they're written right to left. They're written from left to right, and she does have a tripod hold on her pen. Now here she drew a face of a dinosaur, and this is the name of the dinosaur, which was Flufflers. So this was her attempt at writing Flufflers. But as you can see, she did write some of the letters that are associated with her name. Um, so with her, I would consider her, when it comes to the stages from the article 0 to 3, learning to write and draw, I would consider her as stage 5, in that she did with letter and word practice. She recognizes the difference between letters and objects, um, and so yeah, that would be. Uh, she's a little bit advanced in that stage. The next one that we have, and this one is really light. It's kind of hard to see, and that's because he was practicing using the tripod method with holding the pencil, and so he wrote very lightly. But I'll draw some stuff here. Maybe you can see um, up here. He kind of drew like this weird little M. Over here, there is another M. We got an N up here, and then there's just kind of random shapes all around. He drew a big circle here, and there's lines that come out of it, and with the eyeballs and a little mouth, and then there's a body that goes along with it. It's a circle, and then he's got feet. Um, this was his version of a lion, and he called it Econiko. And this was his attempt at writing Econiko. Now, this little boy's name is Isaac, so none of these squiggles or shapes would really match up with his name. Um, so I consider him in the uh, letter like forms slash mock letters, because they really are just kind of scribbles that he's going across. But I mean, it's not like, I mean, there's some shapes, but it's not, scribbles per se. Um, and they were written from left to right, and he did leave a couple of spaces here. Um, I put him in the stage 4, pictures of objects or people, because again, he was able to draw the circles and draw the object, and was able to like list or name the object that he saw here. Um, so the third student that we have, and she wrote in a better pen, so you can see it a lot better. Um, Now, I consider her in the wavy scribbles mock handwriting stage, but I would say that she's emerging into the letter-like forms and mock letters simply because her name is Yaletzi and it starts with a Y. And if you look here, she drew a Y here and a Y here. Um, and then this was all just kind of scribbles, right? This is her really good circle, and these are the tentacles for her octopus. So this is what this is supposed to be, as an octopus. So for her, I would also consider her a stage 4. Like she can draw the circles, definitely can tell the difference between pictures and writings, um, but still has not quite mastered the letter shapes and things like that. We did progress monitoring with her, and she wasn't able to recognize a whole lot of letters when it came down to it. Actually, all three of the kids scored fairly low as far as like recognizing letters. So that's something that we'll work with them throughout the year. Now, what do we do to help with the emergent writing in our classroom? The first thing we have done is that um, we have placed the dramatic uh, play area right next to the chalkboard. So the kids, when they play in that area, they actually use the chalkboard to make a sign for the restaurant or whatever they're doing. Whether it's the sushi restaurant or a diner or whatever, they make their little signs, and they also write the menu on the board. And we give them different size chalkboards, chalks with different colors, so they're able to design however they want to make it, whichever colors they want to make it. Another thing that we do is over by the block area, which has like a train set, a block train set, and whatnot. We put some Etch a Sketch writing pads out there. So they are not as big as an Etch a Sketch, but they do have pen like magnets. So the kids have to hold the magnet, the pen shape, in order to draw on the Etch a Sketch, and they will draw signs that they'll put right next to the train track. Or I saw a kid playing a police officer, and he was writing somebody a ticket, so that was pretty funny to see. But so that's another way that they have to they can practice holding a pen and writing on it. So, like I said, they just draw and write random letters. Another thing that we do is in the puzzle section. We have puzzles that are enclosed, and they have different puzzles that the kids can work out, and the puzzles are magnetic. And same thing, they have a magnetic pen attached to them. And so, in order to solve these puzzles that, they either have to match colors with numbers or alphabet letters and things like that, they have to manipulate the pieces with this magnetic pen feature and move them around inside of the puzzle to complete the puzzle. So that's another way that we help them, at least with their fine motor skills, to be able to grasp the pencils and pens in the correct form. So then that will help them, figure out how to write letters and numbers properly once they learn how to hold the pens. Okay, thank you.